In fact, I knew they were coming.
Good. And I introduced myself to Ryan and Laura and
What
Anna
happened to the
and
water?
Iris.
Did you finish it?
It's in my pocket.
Can I have a little spoon?
Of course.
Are you okay?
Yep.
So,
Could have some as well.
Here, but you'll...
for you.
Oh, they're coming now.
Oh, fabulous. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
The
this is
music
yeah.
is wonderful.
But she just goes by me. So that helps cut
Just
down all the
follow that,
confusion.
okay. Yeah. Awesome.
No, I think we should
Okay.
start calling Leanne the...
Yeah.
That is for you, usually blusterous, but it doesn't really
Oh, this is
matter.
really nice. You don't have to like find a.
I know, a pin and all that
And then I go like
garbage.
this all the time. I'm not good at it.
So you guys, I'm gonna make sure that you're ready to start when we start. It is now 3:58, so we may give it like 5 minutes. But I also want you guys to make sure that everybody that you want to be here. It's not gonna work. Are you Lee?
Yes.
For you. You can do left wrist or right, whatever works.
I can take it off.
I think we have to push it from there.
Take it off.
Scott is, but you guys know if Scott is here. I keep,
Yes.
I think, by the way, I have your, this thing that,
I figured you'd need some kind of indicator.
yeah, I'll just say,
Martijn,
here, okay, use that.
Said rings and then lays?
Right.
Yes, that's Polly.
Okay,
okay.
so if we put these up by where Julie and Doug are.
Oh, you want me to take something up?
These.
Yeah.
You want these? Okay, Kaylin and Martijn, you want these questions better? So we will have them. Yep.
You okay?
Great. But there's a lot of people in the blue shirt.
But how about you were gonna wear this thing in your hair?
Yeah, then we forgot to bring any body pins.
No, I'm not okay. I think it's great the way it is.
So, I'm just going to go sit.
Well,
Caitlin might have had
You're free. You're free. You're free.
Sana definitely had a lot.
Indicator on any speed away. I think it could be raised.
I'm gonna
and
say
then-
it, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And that's towards the end.
Yeah.
okay, Lee, do the lays.
Go. Oh yeah, you're live, aren't you? Everybody's hearing our super cool conversation.
We can't tell bad jokes and stuff.
Oh yes. Mom,
Depends on who's
so
watching.
sweet.
Okay.
Yes. We will fit
Yeah,
for the live stream wide.
for the live stream.
So
And
we're going
if-
to do three fading and then three and then three. Okay.
Are
Lovely.
the two of you escorting Martijn?
How is that going to go? Like, I was thinking we would just, this is me, and that doesn't probably differ the bride.
Welcome inside.
Leanne has a configuration in mind, and I think it's that, actually.
Right.
But mom on the arm and then dad behind.
Like
Or behind. Or
behind
sort
or
of
he-
like,
like,
yeah,
like this?
three,
I think the
is there
side
three
is
across?
Beside.
I'm the
I'm not going to hold hands.
Me like
No,
this wide,
bit
definitely
corny.
three across.
Even you
Right?
feel?
It's not a height. Height is the yeah, she's got to sit in first.
I love the music that I already
You mentioned that it was good.
Okay. Oh, everybody's here.
All right.
Alright. So here's what's gonna happen.
All right.
Martijn, Jane, and Michelle, come on up.
Here.
I got lipstick on my dress. Pay attention to that.
You're good.
So you guys switch spots. So Jane, you'll be on Martijn's left arm. And then you can either walk on the right side of Martijn,
Okay.
or you can walk directly behind Jane if you want to, but you'll all go together. So
We're
it's
just walking
whatever
with
works.
no.
You're gonna do that. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I think I'm going to go like this too.
Let me fix that. I
Mm.
don't know what Beth did to you.
I think Martijn suffers because he didn't go to school full time till he was 7.
I didn't actually either, you know. I didn't get kindergarten. My parents didn't want to pay for it at the private Catholic school.
Do you think he benefited from that, like Norway?
I have no idea.
Kids in Scandinavia often don't go to school until they feel like that's a developmental time where school's useful, and before that it should be play. But
Little wardrobe malfunction.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some
As long as I don't mess it up.
benefit to like them spending time with other kids. But I didn't know if it needs to be academic.
and if you read later, we'll read
Fabulous. Okay. So then, my dear, come on up here. You're gonna go 1st. They're gonna play a song for you when I wave to him. So we're just gonna let them exit out of this intro into something else. I'll send you down. Take your time. Then we'll have a different song for you guys, which you know. So I'll kick you down the aisle when it's your turn to go. Is that wet or did you get it taken care of? You
I
good?
dropped it off on the.
Perfect. Okay, and then same thing with you. So you're going to be on Kaylin's left arm, and Dad, you can be on the right. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to, the musicians and everybody, Beth and everybody know the cue. The live stream is rolling and working, so we're in good shape. You guys ready?
Yep.
Where do we sit?
Oh, so you guys, Martijn, you're going to seat them in the first 2 seats, front row, right side. Okay?
Okay.
Just right side. You guys are going to sit first 2 seats left side. I'm going to talk to you about that too in a second. We got you going down. Okay, so you can go ahead and take your time. Okay. When you guys get up there, if you want to, you know, Martijn, because you'll kind of be standing up with her at that moment, so you can kind of go to your spot. And you guys are going. I told her where to stand behind the flowers, so the flowers will actually be in front of you both. Does that make sense? So don't forget to hold hands and be comfortable, however you are in that space. But when they get up there, if you want to step forward, and if you guys all want to acknowledge each other, you can, or it's however you guys want to do it. But normally, you guys would like shake hands, you'd hug him, and then you're gonna hug her, Dad's gonna hug her, and then you guys go sit.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter what order that happens as long as you kind of all acknowledge each other, or you literally can just walk up and you can say goodbye to your parents and walk up to meet him.
Are we hugging you or?
I would prefer the simpler version, I think.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll give you a hug and hand.
So we just go up and sit
I'll give you a
down.
little extra hug now.
Yeah, right. Hugs are good. Okay, maybe we're on.
You?
We're about to be on.
Okay. All right.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Steve?
Certainly.
Like that?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little super big.
That's okay.
Okay, you guys go ahead and take your time.
All right.
You set
Okay.
the pace that's comfortable for you.
Okay.
It's more about you as people than it is the formality. Also,
Taking some scenery as well, right?
oh, I know, it's just absolutely
Pretty awesome. Good spot.
You picked out a good song.
Mm-hmm.
Help me a little bit. Can you bend?
I don't think I can help you a little bit. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. That's all right. I'll hang on here.
Yeah. Oh, you wanted me to spin my arm. Okay.
Your suit's a little bit slippery. There's Iris sticking out above it. She's pointing. It's so cute.
Hi, Iris.
See you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
friendship that has caught fire. It is quiet understanding, mutual confidence, sharing and forgiving. It is loyalty through good and bad times. In those words, Ann Landers so beautifully captured the love that brings us together today. On behalf of Martijn and Kaylin, thank you for joining us to celebrate this couple. Many people traveled to Boulder to be here today. We even have some who couldn't be here dialed in via live stream. I would like to start today out by introducing Kaylin's sister Lee with a reading.
This is for you, for both of you, a small poem of happiness, filled with small glories and little triumphs. A fragile, short, cheerful song, filled with hope and all sorts of futures. Because at weddings, we imagine the future, because it's all about what happened next. All the work and negotiation and building and talk that makes even the tiniest happily ever after something to be proud of for a we forever. This is a small thought for both of you, like a feather or a prayer. A wish of trust and love and hope, and fine, brave hearts and true. Like a tower or a house made all of bones and dreams, and tomorrows and tomorrows and tomorrows.
Thank you, Lee. The wedding we're here to celebrate is built on a strong friendship. Before Martijn and Kaylin share their vows, let's take a moment to understand what brought them here today. They first met in 2007. Martijn and Kaylin, or Métis as she was known then, met during freshman year of college. Many of you here today also went to Harvey Mudd, and you know how special that place is. For those of you who didn't, let me explain. Harvey Mudd is a place where students balance rigorous academic workloads with a separate, similarly rigorous curriculum of pranks and games. The pranks and games made for good stories. As Martijn's sister, I would shake my head when he would tell me about his midnight duct tape sword battles. Freshman year was a time when everyone was making new friends. And Kaylin and Martijn caught each other's eye during that time. They formed a strong bond and set the foundation for the love that bloomed later. I want to share two qualities in particular that make this couple unique. First, when Martijn sprained his ankle in an accident he says was unrelated to climbing trees in the dead of night, he struggled to get around. Kaylin was there to bring him to the health center to get crutches and to offer smiles, hugs, and soup. Through Martijn's recovery, they each realized something undeniably special in the other, and that's when they started dating. Kaylin, in looking out for Martijn when he was hurt, you saw an opportunity to make his day just a little bit better. Over the years, they found new ways to bring each other soup, to find small kindnesses that they can offer to each other to make their days a little bit better. When Kaylin goes to bed before Martijn, they have a nightly ritual called tuck-ins, where he'll say goodnight and talk to her until she's ready to sleep. When one of them is feeling out of sorts, they're allowed to say that they're feeling grumpy, and that means that they get the royal treatment for the evening. Bad days are inevitable, but they're easier to face knowing there's a hug waiting at home. These everyday moments seem small, but taken together, a decade of small kindnesses, that's love. Second, Martijn and Kaylin have an amazing sense of fun. Avery, their cat, is a frequent beneficiary. With DIY cat toys and intricate play structures, one thing is clear. Martijn and Kaylin take playtime very seriously. It's often a toss-up on who is having the most fun, Avery, Martijn, or Kaylin. Kaylin has learned Dutch with that same cheerful abandon. She'll practice on Martijn by mashing up words into expressions that are sometimes more creative than technically correct, but always more fun than a strict translation would be. As a side note, I wish you much gezelligheid in your future. That sense of play means they move through life differently, sometimes literally. Kaylin has done upside-down acrobatics while climbing instead of scaling straight up the wall. They've wobbled around on a tandem bike together when another couple might choose separate bikes and more stability. And they love their ugly walks around New York City when trash on forgotten beaches and industrial corners are more interesting than the Brooklyn Bridge right outside their apartment. Not everyone would choose that path, but for Kaylin and Martijn, life is more fun that way, especially with the other at their side. Again, these everyday moments each seem small, but taken together, a decade of play, that is love. Through caring, through fun, through thousands of shared moments, through smiles, hugs, and love, Martijn and Kaylin have already created a wonderful life together. This wedding marks not the beginning of something new, but the continuation of something already beautiful, and a commitment to nurture that love for the rest of your lives. I can't predict your future together, but it's safe to say that you will have moments of deep joy, and you will also struggle at times. And when that happens, I want you to look back on this moment. Remember the love you feel for each other. Remember the joy with which you are embarking on this new chapter. And remember that you will never be alone. On this journey, you will not only have one another, you will also have this community. In preparing for this ceremony, you both told me how special it has been to get to know each other's families. Martijn spent a summer living with Kaylin's parents, Keith and Susan. After the ceremony, you should ask Keith about his memories of Martijn's potato gun from that summer. Martijn told me that that summer he came to see Keith and Susan as his second parents and Kaylin as his loved one. When Kaylin moved to New York City, Martijn's parents, Jane and Michiel, took her into their home. Kaylin joined Martijn in spending countless hours around the Van Schardenberg dining room table playing board games. And I can almost date our family photos based on how long Kaylin's hair is and which game they're playing. In coming together as friends and family of Kaylin and Martijn, we are all making a commitment to you, to support you through the joys and the bumps in the road ahead. Martijn and Kaylin, please take a moment to look out at all these people who have traveled to Boulder today. We will always be here for you. Thank you. Kaylin and Martijn have prepared vows. Are you ready?
Kaylin, Métis Spitz, it's finally time. Time for us to become inseparable and unstoppable. Let's grow old and happy together. I promise to appreciate the gift of you and our bond with each other. Even if things become difficult between us, I promise to stand strong against temptation. I promise to heed you and guide you as needed. I promise to be there for you through sickness and through health, now and forever. I already know that I will succeed. I love you with all my heart.
Martijn, there was a day when I loved you. And later, there was a day when I really, really loved you. And somehow, I pick up every every day, and I love you just a little more than the last. And I think I can't, and somehow I do. I promise to support you and cherish you, to bring smiles, joy, and noise to our life, and to face together whatever challenges life brings.
All right. Please repeat after me.
Okay.
I, Martijn van Schardenberg,
I, Martijn van Schardenberg,
take you, Kaylin Métis Spitz,
take you, Kaylin Métis Spitz,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
Repeat after me. I, Kaylin Métis Spitz,
I, Kaylin Métis Spitz,
take you, Martijn van Schardenberg,
take you, Martijn van Schardenberg,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
Lee?
Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Welcome to their family.
Martijn and Kaylin, you may kiss. I present the happy couple.
Thanks, everybody.
I love you.
I love your vows too. It's great. I think that ceremony was perfect.
I didn't know where to stand.
Yeah, me either. There were some things that we were uncertain about, but you just go. No, great places, I think.
I didn't know where to look.
Yeah, I looked at everything in turn, so that was that.